Alex Rios, 16-year-old Nathaniel Carrillo, and 15-year-old Gilbert Tofoya used sticks, metal poles, bricks, and cinder blocks to beat the three homeless men Saturday morning while they were sleeping. Cops say it happened in a vacant lot near 60th and Central. One victim managed to get away and identified the boys living in a nearby house. A criminal complaint says the teens admitted to beating the men and that they had been targeting homeless people for the last year. Police are now looking for anyone else that may have been a victim.
That's a hard population to reach out to because they come in and out of our city. But that's a population that we're asking if anybody knows who works in the social system that they've expressed that they've been attacked, that they reach out to those people to have them come to us and let us know what happened to them.
The district attorney's office will determine if the boys should be tried as adults. We'll keep you updated.
And this morning we could learn if 3 different scenes Albuquerque police were investigating yesterday are connected to the same crime where police say a drunk guy intentionally ran over a homeless man with his van. This all started yesterday night when witnesses say 3 men and a woman were arguing here at a park near Hannett and Broadway. After that, police say one of the men got into the van with his girlfriend, the woman there, and intentionally ran over one of the homeless men they were arguing with. Then witnesses say the guy in the van took off, dragging the other man's bike along with him.
The gentleman got to the end of the street and they started crossing and the van took off. I mean, he hit the gas, gave it all he had, and that driver was drunk.
A little later, police are called out to Manolan University where they say they found the driver's girlfriend under an overpass with a broken arm. After that, police arrested the guy, the driver, at a third scene. We're still waiting to hear what he will be charged with. The homeless man is still in the hospital in serious condition, but we're told he should survive.
An Albuquerque attorney who shot a homeless man in his office is ready to talk about the case now that he's no longer facing charges.
Come through that door, you're dead. You come through that door.
That is cell phone video of Chip Vinny arguing with Stephen Bittinger in 2012. Vinny's wife was behind the camera. Vinny shot the homeless man in the leg and was initially charged with assault. But recently, a district attorney dropped the charges, saying there was a procedural error. Today, Vinny says he will hold a press conference at the office where the incident happened to give his side of the story. Vinny says he'll address why his charges got dismissed. He claimed it was self-defense all along.
Albuquerque police are on the hunt for whoever shot and killed a man at a house party this weekend. Police rushed out to a house on Buena Vista near Gibson just after 2 yesterday morning. People there say there had been a fight and someone started shooting, and then a 23-year-old man was hit and killed.
The officer did try to give him CPR when they arrived on scene, basically, but they ill attempt. He was already deceased.
Well, 2 teens were also shot, one of them just 15 years old. Both are expected to survive. Police are not saying the names of anyone involved. If you know anything about what happened, please call police or Crime Stoppers.
Developing this morning, international outrage is growing as investigators heading to the site where Malaysia Airlines Flight 17 went down continue to struggle to get access to the wreckage.
And there is even more concern this morning that pro-Russian fighters, the ones who are guarding the area where the plane crashed, have been tampering with evidence there. The jumbo jet went down Thursday, killing all 298 people on it. More than 250 bodies were found this weekend. They're stacked in refrigerated boxcars. The U.S. says there is powerful evidence pro-Russian rebels used a Russian missile to shoot that plane down.
That points to the involvement of Russia in providing these systems, training the people on them.
Russia's president here, Vladimir Putin, says he supports a cooperative investigation, but it looks like the crash site may already be compromised. The UN Security Council is expected to vote later today on a resolution calling for a ceasefire in the area and demanding investigators have full access to where the plane crashed. Meanwhile, a rebel leader says the bodies and the plane's black boxes will be turned over to experts.
Back here at home, we have learned that days after the radiation leak at WIPP forced the closure of the facility, the contractor who operates the plant got a $1.9 million bonus. The Albuquerque Journal reports that the Department of Energy awarded the company Nuclear Waste Partnership for what they call an excellent job at the waste isolation pilot plant near Carlsbad. But some say the fire and radiation leak at the plant show the contractor failed at its job. Federal investigations into both incidents show several operational and safety shortcomings. The DOE says it is not revising or terminating its contract with that company. They're contracted to operate WIPP through 2017. More than 500 federal inmates sentenced in New Mexico for drug crimes could be released early over the next 6 years. It would be the result of recent changes approved by the U.S. Sentencing Commission as a strategy to relieve prison overcrowding. It becomes effective November 1st unless Congress votes against it. Judges nationwide will have 1 year to begin holding hearings on inmate requests to reduce sentences under the guidelines. It will be up to the judge's discretion whether to reduce the sentences. Probation and parole officers now have more time to keep an eye on felons.
Yeah, the State Corrections Department is teaming up with veterans and giving them a chance to work. A biotech screening distributes cups for urine tests. Recently, the company's owner went to the Corrections Department about hiring veterans to take the samples. A test run this spring was a big success. Inmates sort the test cups, practicing warehouse skills they can use in the real world. So veterans here get work, and probation and parole officers get about 2.5 hours of each day back.
They get more time out in the field. They can see more clients, more offenders. Frees up their time. They just send them down to us and we take care of them.
Officials say the program here is being looked at by correctional industries in other states, including New York. Well, New Mexico's 2 U.S. senators are urging the head of the Veterans Administration to hire a permanent director here in Albuquerque. Acting VA Secretary Sloan Gibson was at the local VA hospital last week. Now, U.S. Senators Tom Udall and Martin Heinrich say hiring a director here is needed to gain the trust of veterans and address serious problems with scheduling. This comes as the VA deals with a national outcry about reports of long delays for treatment and veterans even dying while sitting on those waiting lists.